Hello friends and welcome to the channel. May I start by saying if you enjoyed today's video, please consider hitting the subscribe button and dropping a like, as it helps me out a lot and YouTube will forward me to more viewers. I will then be able to create more content as my channel grows. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. Today's video is about clearing up everything about Star Citizen and the negativity towards it, mainly from elite players and people who have in the past spread fake news when they themselves have never even touched a game. When you hear the word Star Citizen, what are the first things that come to mind? Scam? Buggy? Tech demo? Stuck in an endless alpha development loop?
Right? Wrong.
If you asked these questions back in 2017, then it would be hard to argue, but to claim a lot of that now in mid-2021 is pretty outdated. I'm not saying that everything is resolved and Star Citizen is fixed and squeaky clean, far from it. But if the game is really so bad, then why are there now so many elite players moving over to Star Citizen when a few years ago they wouldn't give it the time of day? The game is buggy. Well, yes, it's an early access alpha. It's not considered a finished game or even a game at all. It's actually a development build and as such will have bugs, crashes and unfinished mechanics. This is no secret and the developers have warned people of this fact a million times over, but this will not stop the fickle, simple-minded community from buying into it and still complaining. This is why we have to put warning labels and everything and put fences along rivers. I will say that the bugs in Star Citizen today are not really considered game breaking. Most of the times there are ways to work around them or find an alternative in-game solution to avoid them. This was not the case a few years ago when the game truly was a mess, and I have been a part of Star Citizen's development since the start. I can still remember many of the worst bugs the game had. Nearly all of these issues have now been fixed. But that isn't to say that we won't get more show up, because every new build will always reveal a nasty issue hidden within the code. The good news is most of the serious bugs are usually removed with a hotfix quite quickly. One of the most annoying things I see on social media is when people complain that we use the term "it's in alpha" to excuse all of its issues. Well, yeah, what do you want from us? That is the bottom line and will be the same universal answer you will get from everyone when you complain about the bugs. If you stare at the sun and keep getting blinded, the same response you'll get from other people will usually be, "Stop staring at the sun, you fucking moron, it's bright."
Well, you're certainly doing your job today, Mr. Sun. Oh, rats.
So, is Star Citizen buggy? Yes. Is it a buggy mess? No. Not as much as it used to be. But I still will recommend you think before you buy, because if you are expecting a fully finished and polished game, then it's not for you. Personally, I also found a lot of the bugs I was encountering before was because I was running the game on minimal specs. After I upgraded to 32GB of RAM, slapped Star Citizen on an SSD with a page file, I found the game ran so much better, and many of the game issues I had were down to my PC and not the game itself. So if you are thinking of trying Star Citizen on a PC optimised for Microsoft Word, then you are going to have a bad time. The game has been in alpha forever and won't get finished. I'm not going to argue with you on this one, but I am going to add some points to explain why Star Citizen is different. Firstly, it isn't using a standard engine like Unity or Unreal, with all their templates and ready-made plugins. It uses Amazon Lumberyard as the foundation, but most of the tech that powers the game was designed and implemented by CIG, and the development tech is still being refined as they are still making the game. Think of it like building a house, but instead of using the tools and machinery obtained from a hardware store, you are building the tools yourself to then build your house. It will take longer, but you have built your own custom tools in order to design the house that traditional tools wouldn't be able to accomplish. Secondly, CIG are making two games alongside each other at the same time. This is a point many people choose to forget very quickly. CIG are making Star Citizen and Squadron 42, both using the same tech that they are also still developing and refining. Not even Rockstar Games do this. They will develop GTA or Red Dead Redemption using their Rage engine that's already got a ton of pre-made templates and will work on each game on its own until it's finished. Then a smaller team will continue adding extra features, bug fixes and then the odd DLC, while the main team will move on to the next project. When Squadron 42 enters its final stage, most of the team will be freed up to work solely on Star Citizen, allowing development time to speed up vastly. I mean, we can keep bugging them to hurry up and finish it, but besides Chris Roberts publicly saying, "Shut the fuck up, it'll be done when it's done," have people forgotten the clusterfuck that was Cyberpunk 77? Or do you all have short memories?
A high rate of violence and more people living below the poverty line than anywhere else.
Cyberpunk was another game in development for 10 years, and they caved in to public whining and demanding its release. So they said, fuck it, and did just that. Yeah. Be careful what you wish for, it'll be done when it's done. Star Citizen only has one system and doesn't have the same scale as Elite. Well, it's not the size that counts, it's what you do with it. I mean, yeah, at this point, Star Citizen only has the one system, but not for long. We are expecting 2 new systems to explore at the start of next year. We have only had the one system for so long as it's been designed as the foundation to get all the core game mechanics in place before unlocking everything else. The end game of Star Citizen will only have about 100 systems to explore, so agreed, it doesn't have the same scale as Elite's 400 billion systems modelled on our own Milky Way galaxy. But let me ask all you Elite players this. What is the use of having 400 billion systems when the majority of you only use around 10 to 15 solar systems for your main gaming loop? Most of the Elite community remain within the bubble area and nearly all of you play in offline solo mode because you don't want to come up against another player. The only advantage I can see of having 400 billion systems in Elite in a somewhat empty galaxy is to explore and gain exploration data money. That and to travel to places like Colonia to get some of the engineer perks. You as a person are never going to visit 0.001 of the total systems in Elite if you play for 12 hours a day, every day for the rest of your life. So yes, Star Citizen may only end with around 100 solar systems, but it will be far more than enough for what you're going to be able to do in-game to keep you busy, and every system will have a purpose or something for you to do. Star Citizen suffers from a lot of lag, server crashes and desync. Yes it does, but not for long. At the end of 2021, CIG are implementing iCache server meshing. It is believed this upgrade will benefit the game tremendously, and the big game changer will be recovering from a network crash, something we have been waiting for a long time. I feel when server meshing is added, it will be the final thorn removed from Star Citizen's side. Star Citizen is just a fancy tech demo. Old news. There is a fine line between early access alpha and a demo. Most demos or tech demos can last between 15 minutes and up to an hour, and by the end of it the demo ends or you're unable to progress any further. Star Citizen has a ton of things to do either alone or with friends. There are so many options available to keep you busy, from box delivery, hauling, bounty hunting, 3 types of mining, locating missing people, black box or cargo recovery, drug smuggling, saving hijacked ships, hacking security terminals to wipe your criminal record, going to prison, escaping prison, prisoner breakout, hacking, first-person combat missions, recovering downed satellite data, destroying drug labs, bandit patrols, assassinations, player transport, ore refining, smuggling black market goods, PvP, and the list goes on. If any of you are able to complete every mechanic, mission and playstyle within Star Citizen right now within an hour on your own, I will be very impressed. That includes grinding for every ship in game too. Good luck with that. Finally, the big one. Star Citizen is a scam.
You are fake news.
This one gets thrown around like sexual currency in a prison, and I don't even think most people know why. They've heard other people say the term and just blindly use it themselves. Now, most traditional scams usually work when you pay for goods or services and get nothing in return, and the person will run away with your cash.
I am calling to let you know that you have been selected from our database to receive a cash prize. All I require from you is your bank account details and sort code, and we can wire you their monies directly.
Now, I paid for my game package and was given a download link for the Star Citizen launcher. I couldn't believe it. The link worked and I was able to install the game and play it. So where's the scam? Well, it all started in the early days of Star Citizen when there was little persistence and all of your progress was reset after an update. That and the fact that there was no way to buy big ships in game with money earned from grinding. So if you wanted a bigger and better ship, the only way to buy one was with real cash on the CIG website. Now don't get me wrong, personally I do not agree with how CIG market their prices and feel that they charge way too much for some of their ships. But the thing is, the larger ships are not designed for one person. They are multi-crewed ships and meant for a clan, so it's advised that everyone in the org invest together to make the cost more bearable. Secondly, you just cannot call Star Citizen a scam anymore because every playable ship can be bought in-game and anyone with a starter package can grind for other ships without having to pay another penny of real money after buying their game package. So I'm sorry, but the term Star Citizen is a scam really needs to stop, as it's outdated fake news and carries no weight anymore. Now I can talk about Star Citizen all day, however I think I have covered most of the common misconceptions about the game, and it must be doing something right, especially as YouTube is now saturated with videos from elite players who are now making exclusive Star Citizen content, as elite refugees are moving over by the hundreds every week. Mainly because Elite's new DLC Odyssey is nothing more than a poorly unoptimised buggy mess. Sound familiar? And ironically, many of the Elite players are moving to Star Citizen to get a less buggy experience. Let's take a moment for that to sink in. What I also find amusing is since Odyssey's catastrophic release, nobody within the Elite community are quick to slate the condition of Star Citizen anymore. Especially when Odyssey was supposed to be the big DLC that was going to kill Star Citizen. Oh well, let's not get bitchy, it is in early development after all. Lol.
This concludes our broadcast day. Click.
I am also a streamer and my streaming platforms are on the screen and in the description below. Please hit me a follow if you want to watch me play Star Citizen, and please pop in for a chat when I'm live. I love interacting with my viewers as I see you all as part of my crew. If you found this video useful, have any questions or feel I have missed anything, drop a comment below and I will try to cover it in my next video. If you enjoyed the video, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you can get notified when I upload new content. My name is Alpha Gamer and I will see you in the next one.